Welcome to my channel. Back with another movie recap. This is a action, crime and thriller genre movie. The movie has won BMI Film Music Award and Golden Schmoes for the best line of the year. The movie has also been nominated twice in 2009 and 2010 for Best International Film and Biggest Surprise of the Year. The film has rating 7.8 from IMDb. The name of the movie is Taken and release year is 2008. I hope you enjoy it. And as quick reminder, this video contains spoilers. Kim, 17, lives with her mom, Lenore, and her rich stepfather, Stuart, in Virginia. Bryan Mills, a former CIA officer, tries to strengthen his connection with his daughter. Bryan, who was in charge of security at a music festival featuring pop sensation Sheerah, rescued Sheerah from an assailant with a knife. Sheerah is so appreciative that she proposes to pay to have a voice coach evaluate Kim's singing skills. Kim begs Bryan for consent to visit Paris with her closest friend Amanda before he can inform her regarding the opportunity. Worried for her safety, he first disagrees but finally gives up. Bryan finds out at the airport that Kim was lying. The girls indeed want to go with you too across Europe. Kim and Amanda encounter Peter, an attractive young outsider, as they land at Charles de Gaulle Airport, and he offers to split a taxi with them. While visiting Amanda's cousins in their flat, Kim finds out that Amanda's cousins are now in Spain. Kim answers Bryan's phone call and witnesses Amanda's abduction. Kim follows her father's orders and, upon being pulled out of concealment, gives an illustration of her kidnapper. Bryan, hearing breathing on the other end of the line, offers the kidnappers his child in exchange for their freedom, but cautions them that accepting his offer will spare their lives. The recipient simply says, "Good luck," and hangs up. Bryan's old buddy and former co-worker Sam figures out that the abductors are Albanian sex traffickers and names the listener as Mafia Lord Marko Hodja. Previous kidnappings suggest that if Kim is not discovered within 96 hours, she will be permanently lost. An image of Peter's reflection on Kim's phone prompts Bryan to go to Paris and break into the flat. At the airport, he encounters Peter, who is attempting to pick up a female passenger. In a cab he has just hijacked, Bryan gives pursuit. Peter is murdered instantly by an incoming truck as he tries to escape. Bryan's lone lead dead, he calls an old acquaintance, Jean-Claude Pitrel, an ex-DGSE agent turned national police officer who now works a desk job. Jean-Claude cautions him against becoming involved, but tells him where Bryan has planted a listening device on an Albanian pimp in the local red light area. Bryan investigates a brothel set up in a construction yard and saves a young woman who has been drugged and is wearing Kim's denim jacket. Bryan takes the lady to a motel and tweaks her detoxifying after a shooting and high-speed pursuit with the brothel's proprietors. The next day, the lady fills Bryan in on the property where she and Kim were held captive. Bryan sneaks inside the residence while posing as Jean-Claude in order to renegotiate the cost of police protection. After successfully identifying Marko by getting him to say, "Good luck," the meeting breaks out into a brawl that claims the lives of numerous thugs. While looking around the home, Bryan discovers other girls who had overdosed on drugs, including Amanda. Then, Bryan uses electric shocks to torment Marko into admitting that young women like Kim are readily sold on the illicit market as virgins. Before Bryan abandons Marko to pass away of constant electrocution, Marko exposes the purchaser as Patrice St. Clair. Bryan confronts Jean-Claude about his wrongdoing in the police force at his apartment, shooting and injuring his wife in an effort to get him to reveal St. Clair's whereabouts before striking him unconscious. Bryan witnesses the final sale of Kim in a hidden sex slave auction in the basement of St. Clair's place. Bryan held one of the potential buyers, Ollie, at gunpoint, ordering him into bidding on her, but Bryan is eventually exposed and knocked out. When St. Clair finds out who Bryan is, he sends his goons to murder him, but Bryan escapes and ends up killing every one of them. St. Clair tells Bryan that Kim was taken to the boat of a sheik called Rahman before being murdered by Bryan. As Bryan chases the boat, he kills the bodyguards, including Ollie, and eventually comes upon Rahman, who is holding Kim with a knife. Bryan shoots Rahman in the head as he tries to negotiate, and Kim is freed. Once back in the States, Bryan takes Kim out of the blue to introduce to Sheerah. That was recap of Taken. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the recap, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe to not miss videos like this.